Hello. So today I'm a little bit delayed because juggling. Um, but today I thought we could color this one. I think I did some tweaks to it already. Um, I think we were here. Maybe not. Yeah, that was the warm up, and I did some tweaks to it yesterday night, and I thought we should color it. Let's see where that goes, and then after colorization, I probably should. It's a bad thing to do to jump into color when you don't have a solid base. I feel the base could change a little bit, but the question is, will I change it, or is it worth the payoff? But it's a fun concept, so I thought let's put some paint on it. So yesterday, for some of you joined in, was I was on a podcast with Darmar. And if you want to hear it when you have some time, there it is. Hey, Sert Slumpen Zelenor. It's a good day. So I started working on season 5 stuff. Let's start the timer and start coloring. I started on it, and it's just dawned on me it's going to be such a lot of work. I'm hoping that the work that I need to do, I'll get through this weekend. I already did the OBS overlay stuff, the thing that's around here. I didn't really change a lot of things. I changed it enough. I think it'll be better. There's certain things I want to do that I'm suspecting I will have to add after the fact, after season 5 starts, because otherwise I'm going to be holding it back. I mean, it would be better to have like a nice big like explosion of new treatment, right? So that like, oh, hey, look at this, look at that, this is all whole new. So maybe I'll just hold back season 5 until it's fully ready, complete, and fiddled with to perfection. What do you mean, Sarah? Warm up? It is warm up now. Season 5 of warm up, I guess. Hey, Morphia, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, I like what's it called? Cthulhu, or however you say it. It's cool stuff. This was on. I don't remember who gave this topic, but it was. What was it? It was Eldritch Merchant. Is that what it was? Yeah, it was Eldritch Merchant. But from who though? I don't remember. Hey Kirill, how's it going? Wanamir, what up? Wanamir Levy 9. Yeah, I think it's like how many months? But yeah, I'll be tweaking that for season 5. Kirill. Oh, too bad. But I mean, you went life drawing. That's pretty cool. So it's an okay trade-off, I would say. Listening to Bjorn or life drawing. I mean, life drawing is pretty sick. I missed life drawing yesterday as well because Dharmar wanted to talk to me. One second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I missed life drawing too. I think life drawing is really important. It's one of those that if you haven't gone, you need to go because it can change or it will change the way you draw significantly by going. It's such like whoever came up with life drawing needs to get a medal. I mean, it's such a classic thing, right? Is that the whole saying like you shouldn't never be bad at drawing hands because you have a hand right in front of you, you know. You should be the best in the world always at drawing hands because like I'm literally looking at the hand now. Like there's no excuse. Kirill, yeah, that's great. I love it when a model is just right for modeling. It's such a treat to look at, or like you can study toned human. It's really cool. Like when you draw a person that is exercising and is great at posing and a great variety of poses, it just makes the whole experience so much better. Like a really talented model, life drawing model, can change the experience completely versus like a shitty one. A shitty one can ruin it and make it it can make the experience quite mundane and that it's not special at all. But when you have a really good model that knows poses and knows how to twist and turn and use the body to create interesting angles and positions and don't move, it's absolutely day and night. And for me, it's something extremely beautiful with like a great human body. It's a very beautiful thing. Slumpen. Well, I mean, you could always arrange one. Like I helped to arrange one at my old university, and we made announcements on the dancing academy if anyone was interested in posing, and we got very toned dancers to pose. You can get a lot of stuff done yourself. You also don't always need to rely on someone else to do it for you. You know, you can easily find a, like, step one, find a place to have the live drawing. Step two, have people interested in buying a ticket, pay some money, and then you know about how much you can offer the model, and then you go. Oh, 1 second. It's thundering and raining outside. My son is out. I need to call him. There we go. All right, Slumpen, but that's good. You know, like you'll get access to one at least. And the crocodile things on internet, crocodile cafe, is pretty good. It's good if you have no other choice, but it's nothing like the real thing. Sitting and watching a body in 3 dimensions, whoa. Is really different and important to do. And for me, I learned a lot about penmanship, about volumes, about perspective, all by going to life drawing and pursuing the understanding of how it all works, like how the human body is, and all these things. It's so important. The Captain Bob's, yeah. There was lightning and everything. Hey, Ricky, how's it going? My boy, he went out just before the stream. He was like, I'm going to the park. I was like, all right. The stream started. Thunder and lightning, and sky is opening up, so I had to call him to tell him to go home. Last few days have been a lots of rain, which is nice. You know, just not scorching heat, but it's manageable. Back to Mothership, yeah. Ricky, this was a prompt by someone, I don't remember who it was. I think on Monday? No, Tuesday? No, maybe Friday. I don't remember. But the prompt was what was the prompt? Something merchant. And that's what I created. So today I thought, you know, I kind of like the way it looks. I like the I like the setting. I like the character. It's like a wares dealer of exotic things. And I thought, I'd like to see what he looks like with some colors on top. Hey, Iris Muddy, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome, Iris Muddy. What a pleasure. Yeah, so this, I'm coloring a previous morning warm-up. For those who don't know Iris Muddy is this person. VizDev artist. Really cool style, very colorful, beautiful work. All hail Iris Muddy. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, check out Iris Muddy. Hey, Sue the Hugh, how's it going? So today is Friday. It's a little bit of a relaxed. I'm kind of hanging out a little bit in my brain. Not so much activity going on here in here today. Slept a little bit awkward. I had this really messed up dream. Hey Larry, good morning. I had this weird ass dream where it was a horror movie dream where it was like an alien invasion that created a kind of a zombie race, but they weren't zombies. They looked like wet clay people, and the wet clay people started coming out like a dot on the wall, and the dot on the wall like became a finger that became fingers that became a hand, like, but you could only see this part, like this part, and the thing would like grow out of the wall until it became a human, and then the human started pushing itself out of the wall or table or car door, or like nothing was safe. Like it was, if you would imagine like a spore type invasion where the spores are everywhere, and out of these spores would be a like fungus grow or bacteria grows. They kind of self-replicate or self-duplicate until they get enough mass to be self-reliant, and then that's starting to self-replicate further and further. And it was like, I remember this one scene, I was like running away from them, right? And I was like, whew, like middle of a crossroad, and the road, you know, like cars. It was the sun had just set. You know, you got that kind of spooky light setting, and out of every corner, nook and cranny started these things kind of growing out, and these kind of clay-looking humans. I was like, fuck, and I woke up, like, or I woke myself up. I was like, all right, enough with this. Like I had survived. And I knew, like, all right, I'm not gonna survive this. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in some horrible way. And so I just willed myself awake. But the dream was cool in that sense, but it was not a nice experience. Captain Boss. Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. It's interesting dream, but the experience of having it made me not have a calm and balanced night's sleep. That's the only drawback. But the images in my mind was cool. These, you know, like dark gray wet clay. That's what they looked like. and they weren't like people, you know, with personality. They were just empty, which made it scary. You know, like there was no personality there. They were just one of many, like, and they and they and they kind of ran, cornered you. I don't remember how it started though. I kind of almost remember how it started. I have a like a taste of it in my mind, but it's not like I can't pinpoint how it started. It was something about, yeah, I don't remember. SCP-106? What's that? I have no idea what that is. SCP-106? Kinda. But what's that? Is that from some anime or a game? Oh, it's a horror short story. Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah, it looked like it. It is true. They are real. Okay, so I wonder if I can cheat. Kind of worked. Okay, we've got 10 minutes left of colorization time. I kind of somewhat happy with it, also not. I think the foundation is there, the base of the colors are there. They just need a lot more love to sit together correctly. But the idea is I'll get there. The reason why I did this is because I want like a gradient from top down going down, because I want to add rim light to him, and rim light wouldn't work if there was white background, and also moody dark background is better than, because it's not production, right? It's just a sketch, and whatever means necessary to get that feeling down, to represent the idea correctly, rather than a clean kind of production worthy cutout background. I mean, I could be a lot looser, and get more done quicker. You know, get stuff planted down a lot more and a lot more elaborate. But it's the trade-off is that it's going to be a little bit messier and kind of destroy some of the foundation already established. So I'd rather just pace myself a little bit. But sadly, sometimes when you pace yourself, you lose a lot of emotion and like expression. Hey, Laser Bang Bang, thank you. Faster. Captain Boss. Yeah, you gotta kind of try to figure out ways to do things like that. Let's do linear dodge. Let's see what that does. I want not a clean, flat behavior of the rim light. I want it to interact with the pixels underneath, And lately I've been playing around with the linear dodge. I'm not really sure how it acts, but I do know it. If you have like a mid-range saturated color, you can do some pretty interesting things with pixels that's already put down, right? If it's on a flat background, flat color, it's not very interesting. It doesn't do a lot. So like with all dodges, it needs pixels to bite into. But color dodge or linear dodge, I found work really well on skin tones. Like if you want to have subtle color changes. Whew, dodge that one. Happy little tentacle. Yeah, I really like linear dodge, but I still need to experiment more with it. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure of the behavior of it, like how to use it at the best within my process. Like at what point should I add it? But if I would go more full force, you see how it kind of pushes everything up? I'm not really sure how it works. It's like a lighter tone color dodge, as I see it. Like it works great with highlights, or if you want to lift something quite bright a bit higher. Kirill, yeah, exactly. I think you can use linear dodge quite well in painting light. It seems like it. It dodges color, which is it's a nice thing, you know. You can see it dodges it towards this blue. I wonder if you would have a color scatter brush that scatters the hue, you know, so you get 20% up and down, left and right kind of color changes, you know, like green, blue, from yellow to darker, brighter, you know, and a scatter brush like that, but on linear dodge. I wonder what that would. I wonder what that would do to a painting. And if you paint light that way, let's say I'm going to paint a warm light source onto this leather jacket now. So I choose a warmer tone, linear dodge, and then that color scatter brush. Would it would dodge the material underlying paint towards the highlight range. How could you use that? You could use that for skin. You could like pores. Yeah. So linear dodge with a scatter brush, mid-range saturated. Yeah, I kind of like the way that acts, you see? What if we go with a blue? Kind of interesting. Yeah, I like linear dodge. I just need to figure out, like I said, the full use of it in what situations. And that's what I love about doing these warm-ups and experimenting with things and not being afraid of doing mistakes, is that you kind of figure out these little things now and then, and the more you use them randomly, the more you figure them out, and then you can start using them with intent. You know, it's like I mentioned on that podcast yesterday, like this lights only painting technique I do for warm-ups. I use now professionally, almost for daily for a big client. It's now a part of my process of pre-production concept artwork, where you can capture mood and lighting situations and all those layers that production art production design you have a hard time explaining. You can do it easier and faster with this like lights only approach, which works really, really well. Ho 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 ho. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. No, I'm not afraid of lightning. It's that song. The Queens. Now I have this song stuck in my head. Time is up, but I'm going to cheat a little bit and give it just some curves action on top. So let's see where. Oh yeah, man, I'm such a sucker for warm palettes. It's ridiculous. Like everything that just turns to warm tones is like, yeah, that's spot on. That's right. Let's not explore any further. It's good. Sepia all the way, but that's not good. Everything shouldn't be sepia, you know. That's scary. That's way better tones. A little bit more like that. Before, wide range. After, way scarier. Losing a little bit of variety in there, but it's okay. I would say I can deal with it. No contrast. Laser bang bang. No, I sit in a position where I'm not touching the back of the chair. I'm always sitting straight back, and the position of my arm versus monitor is exact. So I don't need to hunch over. I don't need to stretch. I don't need to do anything. I can literally have all my weight on my back and just slightly rest my arm on the table. I can even float the arm without any change in position, and the height of the chair is exactly 90 degrees in my legs, so I don't need to shift my weight anywhere. So what that happens is that I'm very centralized, and I can keep myself up easily without, you know, the problem is always when you're leaning or you're off angle, that you always have to counter with muscle. But when you're sitting straight, it's like a Jenga tower, right? When they're all placed, it's easy to maintain. Remove one and it starts to tip over. So it's just that kind of stuff you need to be aware of. And if you do have sore back from sitting a lot, do a core training, core strength training. It'll remove a lot of bad posture. That's my recommendation. I know time is up. Bjorn, stop painting. Piss filter, Eric. Kirill, yeah, absolutely. Color burn is a nice touch as well. And what I like with color burn is fill versus opacity makes it act differently. So fill actually reduces the effect of color burn, and you can find the sweet spot. It's a really nice little touch. Good posture is very important. Iris Muddy, yeah, there you go. I mean, yoga gives you a really good core, and it's so important to sit straight. Because you sit so many hours, and imagine sitting incorrectly for hours will cause you to build muscles, support yourself incorrectly, and it's just a horrible horribly infinite loop of pain. Hey Iris, buddy. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for coming, by the way. Thanks everyone else for coming. So the stream ending, we're gonna raid Chloe. She's doing some really cool line art. I was really impressed by it. So let's go and say hi to her and make sure you give her some love. Have a good day, good night if you're in that part of the world. I might stream half day today. I'm not sure, but it looks like I will be streaming Project Day. So I'll be online again, most likely. Otherwise, over the weekend, have a great one, everyone. Kirill, no Banku on today. It's Chloe. All right, have a good one, everyone.